I will not be quiet. We, as Indigenous women, have too much to lose to exist in silence while our people drown themselves in booze, trying to erase the memory of a damaged generation. But it's easier to stay quiet than to heal an entire nation. So we suffer. I will not be quiet. Our families were forced to keep their mouths closed, and until we choose to speak, the outside world cannot begin to know how deeply and badly we still feel the pain. How the patterns strain my brain, leave me feeling insane because I carry a world of hurt on my shoulders, and the heaviness only increases as I get older. So I will not be quiet or try to hide the cycles of repetition that our families and our communities have been perpetually living in. I refuse to carry the guilt or the shame from being sexually abused by the system in place that was created with the intention of keeping us safe. No, I will not shut up, and I will not sit down until our 1,200 missing sisters are found. I will scream. I will scream and I will yell because they have been silenced. I will fight this silent battle with our women against violence, and the most violent or benevolent being could not keep me from speaking the true meaning of free. I will not be quiet as the system steals our babies and keeps us living with less. The genocide isn't over. It just has a new name, CFS. When they told us they'd keep us safe, they lied. If this was the case, then why? Why are there so many suicides? Why did my best friend suffer so deeply inside that he felt the need to take his own life when he hadn't even lived yet? Why do our parents carry so much regret? Why has so much damage come to our women? Why, at the age of 12, did I become a victim of sexual assault? And not just me, but so many of my friends and my family. Women and girls who are beautiful beyond explanation. Their bodies to become used and abused. Just another violation on an Indigenous woman. See, this system was designed to have us take our own lives, to keep the blood-stained hands of the guilty clean, and keep the death on the hands of our children and our babies. And as long as we are idle and silent, our children will keep dying because they are surrounded by violence. Violence and addictions confused by the abuse, and how badly they must hurt to want to tie a noose around their neck or stick a gun to their head, when at the same time some children lay peacefully in their beds while our babies are dying. While our children are crying. Until we speak and stand up as a family, we are going to keep losing our girls to the streets, and our lives will be conquered by the blood that we see. And instead of the knowledge Our children will seek to erase the history of our grandparents deceased who died and raged at the people that we would turn out to be. Because without our knowledge, our stories, and our traditions, we have become the ones who caged us in this hell that we are living in. So no, I will not be quiet. I will not be quiet because I refuse to be a victim. I am a survivor. I am a survivor. More than a survivor. I am a warrior. I carry the power, the protectors, the heart of the healers, the blood of my ancestors, the ones who picked themselves up from the dirt and stood up from the ground, and within whom a new possibility of unity was found. My spirit carries with it Sitting Bull's courage, his honor, and the refusal to allow a shameless and unethical nation to conquer, own, then destroy the land upon which you and I now stand, to enslave our children and disgrace our women, to destroy the strongest parts of us and our spirit within. Our spirits cannot be broken. Our nation may be hurting, but my people's heart is still beating. The residential schools they thought were impeding. Yes, we may have wounds that are gaping and bleeding, but our drums still beat to the rhythm of the moccasins on our feet. And for as long as we breathe, we will not speak defeat. Our traditions are reborn with the children of light. Our ceremonies are once again gifting the blind sight. And the seventh generation will bring peace once again to our suffering nation. Every day that I live, I am still counting coup, the noblest act of bravery in the face of the enemy that only the most honorable warriors knew. I do this by facing the racists without shame, and I am proudly addressed by my spirit name, Blue, Thunderbird, Sky Woman. We are idle no more, and we will no longer be docile. The Red Nation shall rise again, and it shall be a blessing for a sick world. A world filled with broken promises, selfishness, and separation. A world longing for light once again. My brothers and my sisters, a across Turtle Island and across our sacred nation. Our time has come. We have heard our children's cries for far too long and accepted through our silence far too many wrongs. It is our time to stand as warriors once again for the elderly, the voiceless, the sick, the women. The future of our young lay in all of your hands. I cannot fight for the rights of our children on this land without you. And you, and you, you have the power to give this story a happy ending. I will not be quiet